Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Casper Network, aka Casper. So before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. But with all that in mind, let's refresh and let's make sure that we have everything up to date. So in terms of Bitcoin, we are hitting about that 42.5k mark, and of course now we're down here below 42k yet again. That 42k mark is quite a bit of resistance. On the close, we actually closed above 42k, which was pretty good overall. It was nothing too incredible. I'm still awaiting 44k. Tomorrow I definitely am eyeing the major indices, as you guys are probably all aware from my last couple videos from today. So I am watching those levels closely, as we do, pretty much range on throughout this week. So as long as we hold above 40k, I'm fairly happy. It's around like 40.8k, as you guys do know from my charts from the past couple weeks. But of course, trading volume down a little bit, nothing too crazy there. But today we are going to be talking about Casper, so let's jump over to Casper real quick. So let's make sure that this is refreshed, just to make sure that everything is up to date. So we actually do see our price down here, which is around 9 cents roughly. I actually have the chart open over here, so it'll probably be better to go check that out real quick. So here you guys have it. Still hitting that resistance level at the 236, which is expected, which is 9.5 cents. RSI still looking pretty good. In terms of volume, we are still down on the volume aspect. I still want to see a lot more volume for us to actually break over this level and get back into that nice demand channel, aka that 10-cent mark. That's pretty much when we get very bullish on Casper, of course. But there is quite a bit yet left for us to reclaim. I do want to see us back above 12 cents. That's when we were, getting prepared for, the next major move, which was, of course, 24 cents. We will be eyeing 24 cents yet again very, very soon, I do believe. We just have to watch Bitcoin closely here, because Bitcoin could give us one last major buy opportunity for a lot of these layer ones that we do talk about. We do see the Bitcoin chart ranging here a little bit. We can actually move this down slightly to match that nice November 16th low. We are pretty much ranging on that level now. Wicks down below it would be fine. RSI looking a little bit weaker here. Volume diminishing as well. So don't be surprised if we get one last major sweep of lows on a lot of altcoins. Most likely will happen throughout this week, especially considering Bitcoin dominance and with Bitcoin's level currently. I do think that Bitcoin's price action is a little bit weak. I mean, I know that we had a strong weekly candle close, but it was nothing too incredible, and honestly the price action after is not too selling to me. We could actually go check out Bitcoin's levels real quick before we do move on into this video. Trust me, I'm not going to waste too much of your time. So here you guys have it. Basically 44k is a hurdle that we have to get over. We go back to January 12th and January 13th, and we were hitting resistance levels pretty hard there before we, of course, we rejected off and we came back down to about 32k. So watch 44k closely. I would say watch tomorrow like a hawk, because that's the indices when they open. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be quite an interesting day. I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody really knows. We just know that there's a lot of talks regarding war with Russia and stuff like that. So, there might be a little bit of, some fear selling tomorrow on the indices, which will push, of course, like I said, our alts down, because Bitcoin will start to drop as well. So watch Casper for a nice buy opportunity. Again, around like the 8.5 centile range is a fairly good point to get into. But with all of that in mind, let's talk more so about some exciting things happening on Casper. So first and foremost, decentralized exchanges. So you guys know that I love decentralized exchanges. They do provide a lot of value for the network, and we do see one coming this month for Casper. Zero stuff for months, and now we can expect 3 to 4 decentralized exchanges and 2 bridges, and that is exactly right. Like, guys, I've not been able to make a video on Casper 2 days in a row in a very long time, and now I'm basically making at least 2-3 videos on Casper a week. It's crazy, but we do see here this weekend Casper update, and then of course, spoiler alert, decentralized exchange probably ready by February 18th, and of course 50-day auction shortly after. So there's a lot of stuff coming, and this is of course from Wise Token. I told you guys about Wise multiple times. Wise is a pretty cool project. I definitely think that you should all go check it out. And of course, we do see here to celebrate the Year of the Tiger artist, Zuju, I'm hoping that I'm saying that right, but has created randomly generated NFTs to give away to the Casper community. Win one of 100 Casper Tigers minted on the Casper blockchain by entering the Gleam giveaway below. Now, I'm not trying to shout out this giveaway or anything like that. I'm actually regarding this project because this is a test project in my opinion. I think there's a ton of these NFT giveaways to test the network capabilities in terms of non-fungible tokens. That way, when we do have the fully live NFT marketplace, it is tested, it's ready for launch, and it's ready to go. And I'm actually very excited for that day because I do think that Casper NFTs are going to be something to definitely, keep track of. I think that it's going to get very, very interesting, very, very fast. And of course, we see Casper has battled through the current bear market rather, well, considering, how new the blockchain is and how much the ecosystem is set to grow. Casper 86% up from all-time low and 520% up from ICO, with most token releases done, again, greater than 50% of supply unlocked last year. And of course, Casper looking good for 2022. And I do completely agree. We are seeing more and more updates throughout the entire market for Casper Network. But specifically from Casper themselves, they are, doing some incredible development updates as well. We do see here we're committed to ensuring Casper remains secure and open for the most robust decentralized applications to thrive. A memo on version 1.4.5 is available here for details about upgrades for validators and stakers. So we are still seeing development, and also I do like the idea of saying, Casper is a fairly new blockchain. It definitely is. I don't think people realize that. I think that when we look at the chart, trust me, this chart screams massive potential, but it also tells me that this is such a new project with so much to look forward to. I'm very, very excited for this. And of course, we do see here it was announced that the Swappery will be the first launch on Casper Pad, as well as the first cross-chain decentralized exchange on Casper Network. Can't wait for the new update of this project. Now, I just want to, I know a lot of people right now are probably screaming in their minds, no, not Casper Pad. Trust me, I know exactly what you guys are talking about in terms of Casper Pad. It did have a very, very bad, first launch, or initial launch, I should say. But don't let that, kind of scare you away. I think that this is going to be very exciting, to say the least. Casper Pad, of course, has been fixing their issues over time. But we do see here we can't wait to share more information with you about the Swappery, the first launch on Casper Pad, and also the first cross-chain decentralized exchange on Casper Network. Again, development after development after development, and of course you guys can see this here. We've been working in silence, but it's time we reveal the first and only cross-chain decentralized exchange you want to use on Casper Network and BSC. Currently in our test phase, a few weeks away from our launch on Casper Pad. I want you to all realize that this exact same thing, I say this a lot with a lot of projects, but it's just because I experienced it firsthand. So Polygon, aka Matic, number 15, I mind you, I was buying this thing at like 20 to 30 cents. We were seeing update after update after update after update with Polygon, and not a lot of price movement. Then all of a sudden, we seen this massive skyrocketing event. We hit about like $2.50, and then we kind of ranged on a little bit more. And then we made one last high, which was, of course, almost $3. That means that we did almost a 10x on our investment, which is solid. I think a 10x opportunity in this market, is pretty common, but for the most part it's very significant. But that's not the case, right? The main point that I'm trying to get across with Polygon is that I was holding this thing while everybody was screaming from the top of the hill saying, dude, this thing is garbage, it's not going anywhere. But I seen development after development, partnership after partnership, announcement after announcement, and I knew that there was value hidden behind this gem, even though everyone was saying get out of it, it's going nowhere. And look at what ended up happening. I think the same thing is going to be happening with Casper, because we are seeing update after update after update. Of course, we're seeing announcement after announcement. We've been seeing announcements from Casper quite a bit, actually. I mean, we've been seeing a ton of stuff, especially from the metaverse and NFT side to D-Music and stuff like that. I'm very excited for the future of Casper. I think everyone should really be watching this asset very closely, especially if you are a part of it, or even if you're not a part of it. Maybe you're trying to learn more about Casper. Definitely do your own research. Definitely look into it, because I think that this is an incredible opportunity. And last but not least, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about BitGo. So Casper is integrated into BitGo custodial solution, allowing institutional grade digital asset custody. Enterprise and larger holders can safely store and stake their Casper, and even better, for staking are whitelisted with BitGo. And yeah, I do want you all to understand that these major partnerships, this goes back to October. I think I talked to you guys about this, I'm pretty sure, but this is providing institutional grade digital asset custody. So this is more so for institutional access, and we do know where this will go essentially in time. I think that when we're talking about institutions and institutional grade money flowing into crypto, I think that time is nearly here, especially when we are talking about Web3, the metaverse, NFTs. Everything is taken over at a rapid pace, and I'm very excited for the future of Casper. I'm very excited for the future of this space as well. You guys have to realize that we are very early in this market, even for Casper, even for Bitcoin, even for any asset in this space. We're sitting at almost a $2 trillion market cap. I'm telling you guys, this market is going to explode in the next 10 years, I swear. I would say by 2030, right? 8 years from now, this market's going to look extremely different. I don't think that you're going to have to wait that long at all to become rich off of this market, especially if you guys do invest your money properly and, of course, do your own research. And that is exactly why I'm trying to tell you guys about Casper. I think that you should all do your own research with this gem, because this has a ton of potential. I've been talking to you guys about Casper for a very long time now, and I will continue to talk to you guys about it because it is still so hidden behind the walls of all hype, no substance. And here we have a layer 1 network that is incredible in terms of the price action currently, because we are buying at the bare minimum prices pretty much. And when we are talking about the ROI factors here, I do believe that with the developments, with the announcements, with the partnerships that it already has in store, it is going to be an incredible opportunity in this year alone, when we are talking more so about Web3, NFTs, and the metaverse taking the spotlight. I am betting on these major layer 1s that are extremely undervalued and far away from their all-time highs, because that is exactly how you get that 10x, 20x, 30x, all the way to 100x opportunities. So with that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this video. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.